Flight Boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the mind of an Terry Smooth, Flight Boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now I'm here to kind of give you a perspective so you can kind of understand that the being that created the firmament, which was the Holy Spirit, wasn't necessarily the right thing to do. And anyone who built a firmament is someone that brings in separation. So this was the cause of separation in this realm of reality. And anyone who kind of do their traits or act in this kind of nature will receive the benefits of this realm of reality that we're in. But as an overall thing, this is not good. So, you know, I got a video about the Holy Spirit is evil and things of that nature, which y'all get caught up into evil and good and things of that nature. But I'm finna give you another perspective so you can kind of understand the dynamic. And you have to understand energies. I'm not talking when I'm breaking this down, I'm not talking about overall God. So if you believe in whatever I'm talking about right now, I mean, that's on you, but I'm just giving you a clear understanding. Now, okay, first of all, we want to talk about a firmament. A firmament was the first form of separation in this realm of reality. So whatever have caused that already want to be separate from anything else. You see what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about a firmament, now, I'm just correlating it to y'all religion, but y'all know how I already feel about it. Religion is about astrology, and astrology is about the body. So once you can kind of understand that, you'll be able to correlate the two. But, you know, I'm finna understand it the way y'all be trying to understand it. But I'm giving it to y'all as what it really is, without no man-made language, laws, or nothing, or religions, or nothing. So you see what I'm saying? So listen. When you want to talk about a firmament, off the back, you know that's bringing a separate energy. So whatever you believe in off the back is bringing in separatism, separate shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, when we talking, now if you want to correlate it to thinking about it how it really supposed to be, this is talking about the temple. You know what I'm saying? We're all building minds. We're all building a brain. So when we say the firmament, that's something that's firm. And people want to say a firmament, he's talking about up above. Look, we know the firmament separates the lower waters from the higher waters, which that's the rainbow oceans up here. But we're going to get to that. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about a separation, listen, you want to say the firmament ain't a physical place or whatever like that, but you're not thinking about it the right way. Look, firm, key word, firm, firmament, separating the lower waters from the top waters. So firm, something firm, firmament. But if the way you're confused because you're not understanding density. So think about this. In the Bible, we even say everything was created with the word. The word. So you speak words every day. So if you're a super logical person, you're going to try to analyze that and be like, that doesn't make sense. But here's what they're trying to say. Everything was created with the word, right? So words become physical. You see what I'm saying? But if the word going to become physical, it must take place in the realm of reality it's in first. So what realm of reality is a word is in before you speak it, right? It's in the realm of your thoughts, your ideas, your imagination. So if things is taking place there first, then the firmness is taken there first. So if words becoming physical, it takes a physical attribute in that density first, in that higher density. So when you want to talk about a firmament, let's say the highest portion of you is your head, so your temple. So when you're building firmaments, you could kind of look at this as mental blockages. So firmaments are things brought upon from the left brain. You see what I'm saying? Trying to analyze or overthink what's going on into the right brain. You see what's going on with the right brain. So the right brain is like the part of the rainbow ocean where you receive flows. This is what they was talking about, the canopy breaking down. And when you receive outer imagination, aka when you receive the higher density water, it'll play out in your life as receiving far out information, new knowledges, just like everybody getting awakened now and things of that nature, which is a deep science to that word awaken. That mean you have bodies that sleep, but that's another thing. But for the most part, yeah, these people who are open-minded, their canopy is open. Their river, they don't have a river dam. They don't have a firmament. People who are open-minded don't have a firmament. They don't have no mental blockages. They don't have no wording or try to put words on all these things that they are encountering and experiencing as far as internally. So, you know what I'm saying? A person with a firmament is a person that deals with separate shit. Is a person that deals with wanting to be seen a certain way and wanting you to get all all of its rainbow ocean, its higher water from it, and they want to give it to you in portions. You see what I'm saying? So this is a controller of a this is almost like racism a little bit. Like, you can't drink from this water unless you know what I'm saying, some type of shit. But for the most part, just think about it for a second. A firmament, now what it actually really means is like a person who's putting too much. For an example, if you're a person who make music, you probably heard the term of writer's block. When a person got writer blocks, what happens? A person can't think. They can't think of what to say or whatever like that. But you got to understand, why is that? Get to the core reasoning of why is that? Why do you have writer's block or mental blockage? Can't think at the moment. Because look, I'm going to tell you why. Because 9 times out of 10 in the back of your brain, you're sitting back thinking of a song and you're adding external things, too many external things into your internal realm. And what I mean by that, I mean this. You probably won't say certain things because you're thinking about how other people perceive it. You probably don't put it this way because you don't have enough courage and you doubting how that would sound. It's just a bunch of things going in your head that's correlated to systems that's outside of you, firmaments that's outside of you. Something that's firm is a structure, a shape. So a structure can play out as a pattern or a structure or something like that. So say you make gangster music, right? So you would get writer's block doing an R&B song because of all the mental blockages you would go through just to make an R&B song. You see what I'm saying? So you have to work extra harder and things of that nature and burn down a bunch of barriers. Even to the point you will say, man, this ain't me. I'm too gangster for this. What the fuck is you talking about? You see what I'm saying? So this is what firmaments is. Now, people who are too far in the left brain and heavy logical people, these people have built the most broadened dams, river dams, which I call it river dams, to the rainbow ocean. So they don't receive no outer experiences, no outer information, because they got too many firmaments within their temples. They separated too much of the higher waters from the lower waters, to the point that the higher waters then got so dry they only got lower waters, which is their desires. So a lot of them think they're teaching and be eating and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A nigga get on the camera trying to teach somebody something, saying how somebody else dumb, stuffing their face with Cheetos and shit like that. Which, you know what I see? What I see is all the... where's this? Let me get it back right now. This made me say that right now. When all I see is this. Now, if I see all the motherfucking colors externally on a person, because y'all know I only see colors and names and shit. So if I only see all the colors on a person, then you ain't shit. You don't even control. You don't even know what world you in. You don't even control the world you in. You're controlled by everything externally outside of you. And you replaced it what you think is inside of you. So you're really like a robot. You're really like a vampire. You don't even know what world you in. Because when I come across people, if I only see like 1 or 2 colors, that let me know a person know themselves, because they only showing what they choose to show. They're using certain emotions and feelings for when it's time to use it. You see what I'm saying? You got other people who get mad and upset because they heard somebody else about something or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's weird. You know what I'm saying? And people live in their own energy. Like, people will be sitting, like, it's this deep, but for the most part, you need to understand whatever you're saying, that's the vibration you in. So people who too logical, they got too much words, they thinking too much and putting too much shape and form over something that has no shape and form. That's a person who making too much of a firmament. And a firmament is not good to have, because you won't be able to experience, or even be able to experience any uncomfortability or experience anything new, because you put too many firmaments in your motherfucking head. You see what I'm saying? That's what the firmament is. It's dealing with separation. This is how you develop me being separate from you. This is how you develop you thinking differently from me. This is how you develop you putting words and titles and you trying to overthink about all the experiences that you're going through. So it's a blockage. So anytime a new experience come into your life, you won't be able to see it because you have a firmament. See, a firmament is not necessarily good to have. You see what I'm saying? That's why you hear a lot of things about the flood story, floods and things of that nature. It ain't talking about really people getting flooded or whatever like that. It's talking about it's changing the world, a new way of thinking, a new worldview. That means the canopy has broken. The rainbow ocean, the higher rivers have broken down the barriers of man language and laws and things of that nature. And the people who cling to these things gonna get drowned under the water. They get drowned under. And the people who prevail, just like in the Bible, like Moses and things of that nature, the people who prevail is the people who swim over with the new experience. These are the people who don't have a firmament. So they're able to build on top of the rate. They're able to swim. They learning how to swim. People have firmaments. That's like a person in the house, and then say a tornado or hurricane come and then wash down their whole house and water flood their whole house. They don't even know what to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's what it really means. We know the rainbow ocean is what you think is all black. See, all darkness is really all the colors. And when you see the sun, or when you see an actual rainbow, a rainbow is when the sun light get caught in the water. So we're able to see where the sun is at in our realm of reality, because we start to see that realm of reality bounce off friction amongst these elements in this realm of reality. So when you see the rainbow, you just really seeing where the sun is at. But you're not vibrating that high to separate the colors like that, because you don't have a big enough brain in that realm yet. So you have to separate colors in your small realm. So the bigger smear spectrum of it is just going to appear to be all black. You see what I'm saying? So when you get people here looking like rainbows externally, like I'm talking about a person's vibrations. Like when you see a person and he got like 9, 5, 7 colors all shining at one time, and you like a rainbow. I could tell what you was eating. You don't know what the fuck going on. You just talking about what you have learned. Everything. You was a fucking robot. As opposed to another person that sometimes you only see 1 or 2 or 3. This is a person they know themselves. They go more within. So you only see what that person is choosing you to see. They're not being controlled that much from the outside realm. You see what I'm saying? If you could, it's hard for me to explain, because with that brainwave, I kept that brainwave, and that brainwave is not even from a human brain. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I kept that star conscious way of seeing in this brain for some reason. So it's like I don't be seeing people. It's hard for me to see shapes and forms. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can only attack your spirit or the spirits around you. I don't even know how to blame a specific person. Like, it's weird. All I see is colors and orbs. But that's another video, you know what I'm saying, which y'all probably go to my old videos to know about that. But that's what the actual firmament is, and it's not necessarily good. You don't want too many mental blockages. You want to stay open-minded. Now, you could create certain firmaments towards certain people, places, and things to create a separation based upon if spirits are in lower natures than yours. If you're in a higher spirit than these people, hell yeah, create a firmament. You don't want to keep going down under with them. You see what I'm saying? So hell yeah, create a firmament. Hell yeah, you higher than them metaphysically in the astral realm. Hell yeah, you better build that firmament and see if that person even ready to experience the rainbow waters where you at. AKA you letting out how you truly feel and think around this person. But other than that, a person dragging you down, don't even waste your time. But I'm going to tell you, to a certain degree, at the same time, too, yeah, firmaments is not necessarily good to have, though, because it causes mental blockages. A firmament, that is what it is. For an example, say I just experienced this new emotion and feeling. I put a word behind it, right? Now, it's going to be hard for me to experience that again because I'm paying attention to the definition of it. Now, the definition is defining, shaping, adding form to that, so it becomes a blockage. So it's like I won't even be able to truly experience that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I built the firmament to it. So it would never. The firmament is like right here, and that thought and idea, imagination, and experience that might come in from the rainbow ocean will never sink in to me before I could truly experience it. It is settled right here. You know what I'm saying? Then I just get mad looking at other people experiencing it, and I just be logically trying to build more dams on it to the point that I don't experience. I'm looking at everybody else as dumb for experiencing it. You don't never want to get to that level. That's just retarded. But see, you don't understand that world, I bet. If you too logical. Flight boss, bitch. Goddamn air. Hee hee.